Hey guys, welcome back to Linda's Resin Room. So what I thought we would do today is make a bowl and do a bloom, but around the edges I want to do stones. So I have these gravel in blue and green, and I'm going to mix those up and go around the edge once I do the resin. I haven't used this resin yet, TQELFSS for a bloom, so I thought we'd give it a shot because I always like to try every resin with a bloom. Now, I did put this in the debubbler. I have 12 ounces, which I'm introducing bubbles by stirring it. It's been sitting for about 10-15 minutes. I'm at 33.9 Celsius, which is perfect to decant, and it's also 92.5 Fahrenheit. I'm going to measure out 30 grams for my white, and then we'll pour the rest of this in the mold. Almost. Alrighty. 30 grams for my white. The rest of this we're just going to pour right in here, and you can see all those bubbles. You could have probably, with this mold, did 14 ounces for the bowl, and it wouldn't be too thick. This is a large mold. I just did 12. It's going to take it longer to cure before I can shape it, but that's okay. Usually I take and I start checking mine around the 4-hour mark, and I check every 30 minutes to see if it's ready to shape. I don't know how long it's going to take for this resin, so we'll see. Alright, just want to get everything out of here. I did mix the resin for 4 minutes, and I put it in the debubbler. It wasn't in there long. 5 minutes maybe. It's not a debubbler, it's a vacuum chamber. I'll get it right one day. My debubbler probably would have took 10 minutes. And then it's not been working right. That's why I had to get something new. So, and I'm loving it. Alright. Got all that scraped out. I'm going to stir that just because sometimes it worries me that my resin's not mixed up good from me scraping the cup with these spatulas, because they get every little drip drop. Okay. Now I'm going to put that down there, and I'm going to move that out of the way. Where's my little torch? Behind my alcohol. I'm just going to give this a quick little torch because I've got quite a few bubbles on top. Be careful not to get too close to your edge, just because you will melt your mold. And this is a very thin mold anyways. It's a very cheap mold. I'm not all the way over yet. Here we go. All right. Now, you can go ahead and drop your inks. You don't have to wait. But I like to try to pluck some of these bubbles off the sides. And I'm hoping that the ones that do come to the top, that the alcohol in the inks will pop them. Okay. I still see a few that's trying to linger. Come on. Get away from those edges. Okay. Now when you check your temp, before you decant, before you pour your resin out of your cup, stir it first. If you just check it, the outside temperature, the top of it's going to be a lot lower than what's down in the middle of there. So you definitely want to check it. Okay. All right. Good enough. Now, let's drop some inks. I'm using two different inks. I'm using the Let's Resin inks and I'm using the Deco ROM inks. I'm doing greens and blues. I love this emerald green. I think it is an absolutely gorgeous color. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 drops of that. Turquoise from Deco ROM. These inks spread so well. Sometimes they spit though. Then I'm going to Forget Me Not. There you go. You seen it? Try not to squeeze too hard and just kind of let it drop. And he spat again. This one's really spitting. Okay, and then we're going to do Blueberry. Don't know if I'll get to use all the inks that I have out. I think we will, but we'll see. And I know my center's probably off, guys, because I always get my center off. I'm too short to see above the table. I could lower the table, I suppose, because this table does raise and lower. It's a desk. Okay, and then Azure Blue. This is a stunning blue. It's almost the same color as that other one, isn't it? Definitely my center's a little too high. Okay, and last we are going with Navy Deco ROM. Oops. I jerked and got that right down in there, didn't I? Got my pattern off. Almost. This one's really close up here at the top. And it's going to touch the edge. Now when you decant, your resin does start to cool down just a little. But it's not going to cool down long. And then it's going to start curing really quick again. Now today I thought I would use my Eye Candy Satori White. This is what I first started using when I was doing blooms, and I haven't used it in forever for a bloom. Always stir it up. This is some thick paste. It's highly, highly pigmented. Now when you use Satori White, once you mix that, scrape everything you can off that stick. And that is all you're going to need. That is it, guys. I'm hoping my color pulls away from the edge, because if it doesn't, then I am going to have to not put my stones, because it's going to mix in with the color. I can feel this white really heating up. Okay, I don't want streaky. Now, see that? I'm going to take this stick out and I'm going to clean it off, because I don't want any more of that white. When I say you don't need a lot, you really don't need a lot. Make your white look like skim milk. And I might have it a little too heavy, but yeah, it's okay. Like I said, I haven't used Satori white in forever for a bloom. But it's what I learned on. I hope I haven't lost it. Good deal. You can see you stick through it. That's what you want. Like that. Skim milk. Alright, let's get us a paper towel. I like to fold mine in half. And then I pinch my cup. And I put this right up under next to the lip. Try to help catch my drips. And you can pinch it up a little bit. Okay, and then we're going to start in the center. And we're just going to swirl. Try to make you swirl the same size. You don't want it too big. You don't tell how shaky I am. My lines are never even. Okay. Come on. I'm almost out of my white. That back line is just a little bit thin. And that is it. I'm out. Probably could have used just a little bit more, but that's okay. I didn't even have a drip because I ran out. Alright. Let's see. How do we want to do this? I'll just do a regular clock. Don't touch the bottom of your mold if you can help it. You don't want to scratch it. And split. Split the difference. Now I like to split it again just because I like smaller petals. You don't even have to split it at all. You can just leave it alone if you want. Okay. And then I'm going to pull these out. Trying to stay at the same line. That way they're all uniform. And you can clean off your dotting tool in between these if you like. Oops, I about got one too far down. But I like the little green. I like how it does. Alright, now we're going to swirl our center. Start from the center, swirl out, and then swirl back in. And that's it. I'm going to leave the stones out. I went too far out with the color. It's not going to pull in enough in time. So, just leaving the stones. We'll try that next time. But I wanted to see if my Satori white would work. Alrighty, guys. It's starting to bloom. Sometimes the center doesn't want to bloom. To help it out a little bit, because it's going to cure from the center out. You can take your heat gun, if I can get mine here, put it on low, and you can kind of go around and just push those petals a little bit. And this will sometimes help to make the center bloom. You don't want to do too much. You don't want to flash cure. You don't want to mess your petals up. But that's it. We'll let this cure up. We'll come back when it's time to shape our bowl. So I'll see you guys then. All right, guys. So it's been about 6 hours. And you can see this is easily pulling away. So it's ready for this bowl to be shaped. Let's see how our bloom looks. Oh, that's pretty, isn't it? Pretty. All right. Now, to get it down in here, just going to press it and try to get this to where I do want it to be pretty, but I don't want I feel like I need it being more here than some of these other areas. Okay. All right, guys, that is it. We'll leave this bowl in here and let it finish curing up, and that will be it for our bowl. I'll see you guys back when it's time to demold this. See you then. Okay, guys, so my bowl has been sitting for 24 hours from the time I made it until now. It's been probably more than 24 hours, but it's been in here for 24 hours. So we're just going to press this. This is why I like a plastic bowl. See how easy that popped loose? And our bowl is done. That turned out really pretty. I just wish the centers would close a little more on these bowls. But it's still pretty. I love the color. Alrighty, guys, that's it. So I'll see you guys back for the next video. Bye for now.